So you need a new logo. You can spend $50 or $1,000. And if you want to, go ahead. Or you can freaking watch this video and know how to do it in like 5 or 10 minutes with AI. I don't know. You let me know. Yeah, just watch the freaking video. It'll help. Trust me. And it doesn't really matter if you're a startup or you're doing an e-commerce shop or you want a rebranding like I did for my company, right? Like it's so much easier to do it now. You don't have to spend the countless hours in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. You don't need to take a course and knowing how to do it. Are there some pros and cons with AI? Yes. The pros are it saves you a ton of money. You're able to do it within 5 to 10 minutes. You can kind of see the power of AI. The cons are is that you don't have full control over your logo. If you get very, very specific within your prompt, yeah, you can get pretty close to it, but it won't be exactly what you're probably envisioning. Uh, and last but not least, right, is that the corrections on the actual logo itself is a lot harder to achieve. And usually everyone's having this big problem with having words included in their AI logo. But I have a good prompt in order to kind of solve that. So let's do it. And so this is what my logo came out looking like, right? This guy right here. And we'll kind of go through all of the steps that I took in order to get this logo the way that it is. There's going to be a couple of different steps that you're going to have to take. One is you're going to have a color palette generator. Two, you're going to have to know exactly what to ask AI and how to ask AI to ask itself. And then three, once it's generated, you may have to tweak it a little bit. And so I wrote a little prompt here because I needed a banner for my YouTube. And so you can see that these are how it kind of came out, right? Which, I mean, honestly, I really liked both of them. Now, were they perfect? No. AI writing does not do a good job, like whatsoever. So I usually try to stay away from the text and just have theme based art illustration in there. However, I mean, I really like it for the time being. Now, even though I said down here, I'm pretty sure I said that I needed it to fit perfectly within a YouTube banner. It gave me these two examples here, and even then, it still didn't fit appropriately. Those are a couple other photos that I've made. Um, so it still didn't fit correctly. However, I really liked it, so I ran with it. I'll probably change it up, and you're probably asking like, why would you change up your YouTube banner? Because it's so easy to do with AI. So enough said. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Okay, so you're gonna head over to coolors.co, colors with an extra O in there, right? And I don't believe you need an account. I guess you can go pro, but you really don't need to. You can just go ahead and go to generator here. And so it gives you a little message here. That's cool. Excellent. I don't want to go through the tutorial because I kind of already know what to do. So what you're going to do here is you're going to press the space bar. Boom. And it will just start giving you colors that you can actually use, right? If you find a color that you want, go ahead and you can click this little lock-in button here. So let me find a couple of colors that I want to use, like the first two main colors here, and then we'll kind of show you what else it does. Okay, cool. So I found a green that I really liked. I don't know what this company is or what it's going to be, but I'm just going to run with this green color. So now that I've clicked on the lock-in tool, right, I've locked in this color and now I can press the space bar. And what it does is it locks in that color and gives you other colors that are related or would work well with the green here. So I kind of like this blue here. So I'm going to lock in this blue, hit the space bar again. Yeah, why not? I like the red. And I'm just going to keep going through here. You know what? Let me go back. I'm going to hit the back arrow because I don't know if I liked this blue here. Kind of like this blue, so whatever, I'm gonna go with it. And then let's just say that you have a color that you actually want in here. You can also change the color, like if you find that the actual like hex code. But I don't know, I kind of want something like wild in here. So I want something that's like a yellow, right? Like a bright yellow in here. And I did not know you could add another color. That is pretty awesome. I'm going to exit out of this color though here, and I'm going to lock onto this. Great. So now we have our color palette set in stone. Perfect. So I've already gone in and wrote up a couple of prompts to get the results that I want. But here is the main key to asking ChatGPT to give you what you want. I need you to write this prompt as if you were asking another AI this question. Here is the question I need you to rewrite. And so I basically just put my thoughts down. I don't worry about making sure if it's perfect in this case. I'm starting an e-commerce business that will provide dropshipping products. These products would be based on gardening tools and gardening hobbies. I'm having trouble figuring out a logo. I want it to be vibrant and pop when a customer sees it. However, I want it to be simple. I have a color palette already. We've already made our color palette. What I need you to do is give me three written examples of what my logo should look like and what should be included in it. Make sure to make it fit within the gardening sector. Okay. And so now ChatGPT gave me this here. It rewrote my entire question as if though it was asking another AI. I then copied and pasted that, and it gave me three descriptions of three different logos to use. One being a modern minimalist leaf, sun and spade blend, and an abstract gardening tool icon, which I think is fantastic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste each of these with our color palette, and I'll show you how we're going to do that as well. And we're going to copy and paste that into DALL-E, okay? DALL. Don't worry about the little dot E. By the time you type in DALL, it'll pop up here for you. So what I wrote in here is also pretty particular, right? Below are the details that I have for you to help me create a logo for my business. I need DALL-E to understand that I don't want any text in my logo or business name or a business name, right? Just visual of a logo itself. Please use the description below. I came over here and I copied in my color palette, right? So I just clicked on these two little pieces of papers looking like they're laying over each other and copied each one of these, brought it over to ChatGPT and separated them with commas. Okay. Now it's really important that you ask ChatGPT or you ask DALL-E not to include any text in the logo or a business name because it will do it automatically for you. It'll start generating names and having weird texts. Sometimes even this prompt doesn't work, but yet again, just ask ChatGPT what is the best prompt to just ask DALL-E, right, to have no text or visuals, right, within creating a logo. And so I went with the modern minimalist leaf, right? We copied that information from ChatGPT and brought it over into DALL-E. And so let's just see what it comes out with. Okay, so here's the first result, right? Here are two logo designs based on your description. Let me know if you would like me to redefine any of the elements for you. So you can kind of see here that there's some type of shading in here and within the bottom here, almost as if those trying to make a shadow of some sort. But the great thing is that it hit all five of our colors that we wanted to have it include, and it is very minimal. Now let's go ahead and try it for another one of the prompts that ChatGPT came up with. Okay, so I brought in the description um, from the sun and spade blend, right? But I was very particular with this. I said, I like this. Now, following the same instructions as the last prompt, can you create a logo based on this description below? And let's see what it comes out with. Okay, I think these came out a little bit better. Now, you can now have the choice to pick between which ones you want here, right? So I'll go ahead and download this one. I like that one. And I kind of like this one here. So as you'll notice, they'll come out as .webp. Okay, I'll show you how to change that to a .jpeg right now. Okay, so I'm here on cloudconvert.com. What I typed in was a .wepb to a .jpg, right? And you'll see in the Google search field, right? You'll see Cloud Convert. I like to use this because it's free. And so, right, I'll just go here. I'll do a select a file here. Let's go to downloads. Let's convert this guy here. Open, convert, and boom. It's now been converted, right? Have the shading issue here. We can download it if we want to, or we can add another file in here. Let's go to here. Let's add this guy as well. Let's convert this guy. And boom, we can download both of those. So now they are converted to a .jpg, and you can do this for a JPEG or any other conversion that you want on here. It's got a huge list of what you can convert it to in here, and so that's how you kind of are able to kind of create your own logo for your business without having to pay anybody. Okay, so a couple of things that you need to keep in mind when you're doing this. One is ask ChatGPT the best way to rewrite your original prompt to DALL-E. That's number one. Okay. Number two is make sure you get your color palette correct, right? Just like how I have on Colors, whatever it is, .co. Go in there, keep hitting that space bar until you figure out a couple of colors that you like, or hit the actual like little paintbrush and play around with the colors in there, and then hit that space bar and let other colors play around the color that you like, eliminating having to look at all these different colors and stuff. And last but not least is the most important thing, which is if you are using the free version of ChatGPT, be aware that you are limited to the amount of images that you can generate within DALL-E. Okay, if you don't have it, if you have the ChatGPT Plus, the 0.40 or whatever, then you're good to go. You can just go ahead and generate as many as you would like in there. But if you don't, be aware of that and be mindful of how many images that you are generating in there, because I think you're only limited to like three like prompt or like three images to be generated for you. It could be two. And then last but not least, right, is then convert that .wep whatever it is to .jpeg, .png, whatever it may be, right, by using Cloud Convert, which is free to use. There is a limitation within that as well. I think you can only convert up to like 5 files, but nonetheless, right, it's free to use. And so instead of going from spending anywhere from $100 to $700 for a professional done logo, which don't get me wrong is still good, and if you get to that point, or if you have the money, then yeah, go ahead and go for it. But if you have an extra 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes out of your day, and you can go ahead and ask AI to do it for you, then yeah, have AI do it for you. So I hope that was super helpful for you. I gotta put this guy to bed. It's way past his bedtime. And you guys know the deal. Like, right? Like, don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I don't care. And if you want to know why I don't care, watch my intro video. It'll explain everything. Just want to do it 30 days consecutively. I want to hit that goal. And also, if I help one person, I mean one freaking person, then yeah, I agree with you. My job has been done. What are you doing here? Go. Go make your own logo. Get out of here.